Excellence Center of the Past. Denel, a government-owned arms manufacturing company. The one and only on the continent, a world leader in many areas of the defense industry. The pride of any nation, the envy of many foreign nations and stakeholders. The nation must cry blood and never forget how it is being destroyed by design. The Mandelas/politicians/wolf in sheepskin colluding with foreign interests will answer one day. Hello PPMO ecosystem. Let's start with this quote as we continue with excellence centers. Government's actions, or perhaps better inaction, have made it quite clear that it has no interest in maintaining an effective defense force, nor any interest in retaining the defense industry. Or perhaps it does not grasp that armed forces and defense industrial capacity cannot be switched off and on at a whim, both take decades and much treasure to develop or rebuild. By Helmut Heitmann, April 26, 2021. Source: DefenseWeb. Read this article for more insight. The sale of state assets is treason. Denel has the potential to be a center of excellence again. The only institution of its kind on the continent with this capability. It has a history of great products like Rurifolk, Macopa, G6, Seeker 400 and many more. In its days it employed 10,000 plus. It fed families and kept our best brains productive. Our top brains were said to work for Denel. Take a walk today at 1 Nelmapius Road campus and you feel the tears accumulate in your eyes. At IDEX 2013 it gave one pride/hope to hear countries like Saudi/UAE and others in the region say, their 2030 national plan is to have Denel equivalent capability. To be able to develop and manufacture such equipment. One walked around IDEX proudly to the outside world, but inside one was aware Denel was being destroyed by design. Denel facilities today look like ghost towns. Key stakeholders accountable for Denel's destruction. Key stakeholders in Denel destruction. 1. Politicians and government officials. 2. International/foreign states/interests. 3. Industry stakeholders wanting to profit from its demise. As usual in SA, the media was used to peddle a narrative. They compared arms industry to retailers and other sectors, telling the citizens it was not profitable and a waste of taxpayers' money. Which was total lies and misinformation. But the state sat back and watched this media nonsense. What a shame. So you have better understanding. R&D, research and development, upfront cost are normal. You can run losses for 8/12 years and the next year make a $46 billion profit. It's the nature of the industry. The citizens were being turned against their national pride and glory. The question becomes whose interests is our media working for? Typical example of design destruction. Sanro paid millions to have an overseas company develop those e-tolls and its supporting technology. Where was localization? Why use a foreign company? Answer: so they can facilitate brides most likely. Denel technology can distinguish between engine or flare and hit the correct target. So cars going past a gantry is basic technology. The cost of the e-tolls could have been halved at a minimum. Importantly, it would keep the work floors busy at Denel and the money circulates locally. But the key contributor was the arms deal. That really kicked Denel where it hurts most. And this was by design. So you know how far back the strategy to destroy Denel goes. Note: 2 key elements. Capital cost of acquisition and the other is maintenance/upgrades income. Then factor about 15/20 obsolescence equipment cycles. Let's leave it here, but this really crippled Denel. Today one realizes even PRASA and Transnet trains and equipment could have been produced locally by Denel/partnerships. But the problem with this, there would have been no bribes from Denel. A state entity. Let me repeat, no bribes from Denel. Just localization. Today 2021, what makes the PPMO want to cry and scream in rage is: 1. Denel has orders worth billions but the state will not give guarantees to facilitate the transactions. Specifically for Denel Dynamics. UAVs and missiles orders. 2. IP intellectual property developed over years has been stolen and sold to a foreign country. The IP is worth billions if not trillions of dollars. This has been exposed on carte blanche, but since then the government has been very quiet. Intel, we hope you are collecting data because the situation looks very suspect as it unravels. We talking trillions of potential dollar revenue for the country. The PPMO supports option 4 in the article quoted above. That is to secure, stabilize, sustain and develop, as above, but with additional R&D funding to expand export potential and secure the long-term future of the sector. We need to realize native. There are countries in the world who have no capability to manufacture a button for your shirt. But our government is actively destroying this capability. Denel today could be employing 30,000 people. Remember, it's the government's responsibility to ensure citizens are working. Do not ever forget that. Let's hold them accountable. These pickpocketers must account. Treason is at play here. There are so many interventions that can be implemented to employ our technicians, engineers, professionals, etc. to bring our nation's pride back to its glory. Bring back a level of strategic independence. They had money for soccer stadiums but none to grow our nation's company/business. And now process infrastructure is looted and millions lost after years of investment building the rail infrastructure. Seriously, native, seriously. Click on subscribe on the YouTube channel to support. I know most of you see this, but if not now, you will soon. uMadam here. Awesome, have a great one.